I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't know why I'm awake right now, but shoot, not a better time to make videos. Welcome back, guys. I don't really have an intro. Like, I don't even like really saying Lunar was lost. Like, I just don't like having an intro. But I think I'm just gonna stop. I think I'm just gonna do whatever comes to mind. I'm really gonna flow. There's a couple videos I actually did last night where I was like, yeah, it was one. It was one because I did four, but it was one where in particular I was just like stumbling over the intro because I usually just don't make them. And I feel like the videos go smoother if I don't. So I'm going to just say, like, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a great day. I hope, much love sending it out your way. Yeah, hopefully I give you some comfort with whatever I can, whatever I deliver. But you know my name. You're on the channel. And I feel like at most I'm going to say like LWL or something, cuz that was originally what I was really going to rock with. It was then LWL. That was fun to say. But yeah, I'm up. I don't know why I'm up. But hey, I got some extra time to do everything I kind of want to do. Like, yeah, like I usually, oddly enough, I'll tell you what I was doing before I went to sleep. So there's this meditation practice that, funny enough, it's like putting me in the feeling. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be a bit honest. I was still, right before, the last thing that was on my mind before I went to sleep was, holy shit, this practice of, manifesting your reality, your desires and everything. I call them, I've realized that you can call them like desires or a special type of want where you understand that you're not attached to the outcome. So my explanation is basically, if this weren't to happen, it wouldn't matter to me because I've still mastered my mind to the point where I can live in the feeling of what I create in my mind. But and it feels like, it literally feels like it just has no choice but to happen. And if you understand deja vu, everything is created. So, I'm loving the feeling regardless. But you create these scenarios in your head. It's literally like battle meditation. Like I actually never really talked about battle meditation on this, but there's like this zone that fighters go in. And also like these things where they can replay fights in their heads and even fight on the astral plane. And I've done this with some form of something like training in your head. Like they showed that people who envision doing training and like weightlifting and stuff, their bodies will naturally start to burn, but not on a level where it's like you can imagine your like perfect body and then it happens. No, but there's a way where it's literally just like envisioning your perfect body, and that how you're going to obtain it, because everything is created in the mind. So you get to the point where you actually start to create this reality where you're like fucking, it's weird, where you're literally starting to change your DNA. Like it starts to change like the way your brain, like everything, just it starts rewiring you to all of a sudden you start feeling like you want to work out, and then it actually makes your body react accordingly to that thing you want to create. So the same thing with this meditation is you basically envision, I can't tell you for exactly word for word what I'm doing, or again, it's like telling your manifestation. Like I was explaining recently, it's like planting a seed, and I could explain it much better now. It's like, and it's not even like I can explain it in my own way. I just realized, and I should have did that rather than trying to fucking take the quote. But it's literally like having all the ingredients to bake a cake, right? And you finally put the cake in the oven. You got all the ingredients together. You throw that bad boy in the oven, but you want to prove to people that you're baking a cake, and you want to prove all these ingredients are like in like, or they get, it's got like a special topping or something, and you keep taking the cake out the oven. You keep taking this cake out the oven. I forgot cake has no topping, so scratch that. It's fucking 5 a.m, so give me some slack. But not like without the toppings. Say you were making like a special, I don't know, banana bread blend, but you want to prove that you're baking this special cake, and there's something just so special about it, but you keep literally taking it out the oven to show people the cake. And the more you take it out, the longer it's going to take to cook. That's kind of like the seed, if you could see where I'm going, because that made it easier for me to explain. But when I tried to explain the seed thing, I kind of fuck it up each time because it's not unique to myself. But like I can like think of many things like it, like they're silly, but if you think about them, it's really like it's really logical. Where it's not logical. It's more like kind of like a common sense if you think about how energy works. You really like, you're like, because the only relationship there is, the true relationship is you with yourself. So it's like, you know, you made this deal with yourself to really lock in and almost like prove to yourself that you deserve this reality, right? But in a way, you let your mind block you into thinking that you have to constantly be proving to other people that you're doing this when you have no obligation to. It's like I don't know. It's a way I'm trying to like explain it to where it makes sense. But I did just wake up. I sound like I'm, you know, doing pretty well, and just like I've been up for like a good 10 minutes, and like honestly I just got up, so I'm like, what the fuck? I don't I'm literally saying that this meditation that I did is crazy, but might as well talk about it. So not every detail, but yeah, I got some stuff coming for y'all, but this is nuts. Like the last thing on my mind before I went to sleep was, yo, this meditation is legit making me like this, like it's putting me back into the reality of where I used to wake up at like legit 5 and work out and do everything, because that's how I saw myself. I said, you know, I can't miss any like hours during the day or something like that, because like I needed more hours. I felt like the time I was waking up, which was like I was waking up at 6, but I started waking up at 7 or 8, and then like a couple times it'll hit 10, and then it'll be perfect because I woke up and was doing like this 12 schedule. But I decided, nah, I just like I need more hours before then, because I felt like I was missing work, whole bunch of stuff. But waking up right now is like legit perfect. I don't feel tired at all, but I'm still clearly trying to access parts of my mind. But I sound pretty smooth now, because really the last thing that was on my mind was that meditation. I went to sleep repeating a scenario in my head, and I actually think that it removed my dream, because it almost felt like I literally was playing the scenario out. If that was my dream, I played the scenario out again in my subconscious mind, and like I still have the scenario running in my head. I could tell you it word for word, detail for detail, the smells, the sights. It's amazing. And that's what you do. You have to create these scenarios in your head of what you want to bring, and be as if it's happened. It's almost like your body really starts, like everything. It's not just your body, but your whole mindset is like starts creating this. It's so insane on how beautiful the feeling is. I can only explain you to do it for yourself, but what you want to do, and all credit goes to be honest, what's funny is I talked a lot about being before, and anyways, and trying to be, just because I knew off like just regular inside knowledge, and then you hear Aaron or maybe other spiritual people talk about it, but this one is more really specialized. Like when I heard it talked about it, it was like I've never explained it like this before. So it truly comes from it's Neville Goddard, but it's this guy's it's a junior that was taught. So shouts out to Elmer O'Locker Jr. I think you'll find him, and yeah, it's crazy because I can't bring up a seed, but me and him got something coming, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's just this whole thing is like really dope. This whole thing is really dope. And I'll tell you, yeah, like it's like this movie clip, like it's so wild. Like there's so many stories he told from, there's like testimonials or accounts from people doing this, and like and it's just insane because I love how it still goes back to what I believe, and I fucking figured there's one actually beautiful thing that I thought that was coming from all this, and it's like you have to be absolutely passionate about the thing that you want to create. It cannot be money, right? And they did a literal test where it was like, I don't know the numbers, so I'm gonna juice them a bit because one of the other ones was a big number, but it was like 200 people said that they would go for passion before the money, and like I think like 1,000 or some other number, maybe I'm like really juicing it. You can find it on his channel, but these are real recorded accounts, and out of 200 of the people who said they went for passion first, 100 of them became millionaires, and it was 100 of them became millionaires out the group, with some of them lagging behind, or maybe it was even like a shorter number of people who didn't, and then it was one person who came out of the other group of people who said that they would pursue money first. One person came out for saying they would work hard, because and that's the trap that I feel like a lot of people are not paid to say, but you have to really read between the lines if you're someone who enjoys someone who made it or looks up to someone being a legend, is that a lot of these people say that it's like hard work and dedication. And I think the first thing is you have to be passionate about what you want to do, and then your dedication to it and all that comes naturally. That's pretty much it. Alright, see you in the next video. Peace.